Cami with Brook. I'm going to be showing you a morning stretch routine, but you can do this at any time throughout the day. The morning might be best because it allows you to get ready for the day and also to energize for the day. So we'll start in the laying down position like you just woke up. So in this position, with laying down, with our heads towards the feet of the bed, just resting, or you can keep them pointed towards the feet of the bed. And with our heads away from our wall or our headboard at the top of the bed. So we'll go into what's called the full body stretch. Now, if you're on the ground, you can also do this on the ground with a yoga mat or a rolled towel. Or you can do this standing up too, particularly with this stretch. So we're just going to reach our hands towards our headboard, point our toes if we want to get more into a deeper stretch into our back and our leg muscles. And just do a couple deep breaths here. Just to kind of get those muscles ready for the day. So after that full body stretch, we're going to do what's called a floor angel. So we're going to put our hands out like this, kind of like a cactus. So hands at a 90-degree angle out at each side. You might want to do this on the floor if you have a partner who's still in bed, or a dog or something like that, or a cat. But with this, your legs are going to remain straight in a line like they were before, and your arms are going to be the things that move. So you're going to keep your arms at this 90-degree angle and move your hands down like you would be making a snow angel. So just to kind of wake those arms up a little bit, give yourself a little stretch in the meantime. There's no, pulling here or tension. It's just literally your arms moving across the bed, kind of making a floor angel or snow angel. So you can do that a couple times. You can even leave your arms here at the end to stretch them out in this angle as well, if that works. Next, we're going to stretch out our legs and our hip area and lower back area. So put your hands on your knee when you bring it up to your chest or your stomach area, and leave the other leg long out on the bed. You don't have to point the toes or anything, just leave it out long. And just hold it here. Another variation of this stretch could be that you bring this leg over the leg that's on the bed, and you put this arm over across the bed and look towards that arm. Bring it up and switch to your other side or your other leg. So again, you could do this variation where you're just holding your leg to your chest area. Again, with this leg hold, you don't want to be forcing it into the chest, but rather letting gravity do its work with this gravity from your hands. Or you could do the other modification that I just showed you with reaching your leg across your body like this and completing the stretch with your arm to the side and you looking at your fingers. Whatever works best for you in this stretch. It's going to be stretching kind of the same type of muscle group where you're stretching your hamstrings and your gluteus maximus and the side muscles of your leg as well. All right, so once that's done, we're gonna pop up to a 90-degree angle, sitting with our legs out on the bed like this. If you don't want to touch your knees, you could do a variation where you hang your legs off the bed like this and you do a forward fold this way. Just, touching like this. Or you could do the variation on the bed that I was going to show you, where you have the 90-degree angles of your leg on the bed, flat on the bed. You have your feet pointed up towards the ceiling, and you're doing a forward fold stretch. With this forward fold stretch, you want to make sure that you are not rounding through the neck area, the shoulders, or the back. This can cause unnecessary tension, so you want to make sure that your back and neck area is straight, but you're still creating that forward fold. So again, letting gravity kind of do its work here as you go into the fold. If you can't touch your toes fully, that's okay. Just hold on to, lightly hold on to the lower leg or ankle area. You can do a couple breaths here. Okay, and next we are going to go into what we call a cat-cow. So those of you that do yoga, you might know this, but it's a way of regenerating in yoga, kind of creating that space in our back body and also the space in our stomachs as well. So with this, we want to come to a tabletop position with our hands firmly planted on the bed and our legs at a 90-degree angle, kneeling on the bed like this. Notice I'm not super close to my arms and my legs here, but I'm leaving some space out like this. And also notice that my neck cavity right here is staying as straight as possible as I'm leaning into this position. If you feel like this is an unstable position because of your bed, like my bed's of memory foam, you could go to the floor with a towel or yoga mat to add some extra padding on the floor. But with this, we're going to move a little bit so you guys can see. But with this, we're going to go into the cat-cow. So to do a cat-cow, you will put your hips up a little bit and look up as the first part. So we're kind of arching our backs a little bit. Try not to create a super big arch in your back, but just a mild one is okay. And then we're going to go under and do a arch under like this. So we're going to go back into the first part and under. Notice with the under, I'm putting my head to the chest to get that stretch through the neck area and my shoulders, and I'm also rounding my spine out a little bit. So I'm creating that space. Go into the other part, the other step, and round. So you can spend a couple times going through these two motions like this. Okay, so again, that's going to be stretching kind of the full body, but really your spine is what that's going to be stretching. All right, and then go into child's pose, which if you're a yogi, you might know this. You have your legs where you're kneeling on them like this, and you are doing a forward fold into the child's pose position. So putting our forehead to the ground or to the bed surface, having our arms out straight, and we're bending into this stretch. Now, a modified stretch of child's pose could look like, or we're doing, it could look like bending over like this if we can't get to our knees on child's pose like that, or if we have, you know, limitations or injuries in our back or anything like that. So we can do a forward fold like this, kind of come halfway, or you can lower your head a little bit to go into that entire fold. And roll up. So those are the stretches for the morning stretch routine. Again, you can do this at any time of the day. You can do this on your bed, you can do it on the floor, whatever works best for you. If you are doing it on the floor, I suggest having a yoga mat or a folded towel for extra padding. Be sure to chat with the Brook experts if you have any questions about this routine or if you'd like to create one yourself. We'll talk soon.